Hi again everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a happy festive season. I hope that after this rough year you all manage to make some meaningful connections with, those important people in your life during this time. Anyway, while it has been a rough year for many this year, one particular entity that it has not been so rough for is my old enemy, OnlyFans. A platform which I believe is increasingly sending the wrong message to young people. I have covered my thoughts in a previous video, which I will link in the description for those who wish to view it. But in essence, what the call to arms I had in that video was that we should avoid promoting the platform. Anyway, if you stick around until the end of this video, you will see some of the ideas that I've come up with for what I think are a few workable solutions for all parties for the main ethical conundrum I see with this platform. So what has put OnlyFans back onto my radar 7 months later? Well, the other day I came across an article by Cinema Blend that was about an interview popular YouTuber Logan Paul did with Belle Delphine on his podcast, Impulsive. Not Impulsive. Play on words, very clever, I like it. Anyway, Belle Delphine is considered to be one of the highest earners on the OnlyFans platform. So to start with, I'm just going to play you a short clip from the interview where you see part of the discussion that the podcasters have with Belle Delphine.
Hold on, Belle. Do you have a monthly fee? Do you have a monthly fee right now to join your OnlyFans?
It's $35.
So 30. Wow. Okay, so you're on the. Hold on one sec. So you're on the upper echelon easily in terms of what you charge monthly. Now, so not only will they have to pay the $35 a month to get access to even being able to buy the video, but now you're trying to figure out what you want to charge for the actual clip as well.
If I will. I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking about it.
Of course you will. What are you saying? As your business advisor? Obviously.
Thank you, Logan.
How many subscribers do you have on your OnlyFans?
I don't want to say that, but I
never
can say.
They never do.
I tried.
No, I am actually being quite open recently. I decided, well, I'll just say it. I think we're all like the main people on OnlyFans are roughly earning the same, I think, from what I know. And at the moment, it's like $1 million a month.
That would put you at the very highest echelon, because from what I understand, the girls in America, the higher earners are generally between like $400,000 and $600,000 a month. And so if you're talking about from what I know, and so if you're talking about $1 million plus a month, you're definitely in the top tier of earners on the program. Yeah, you may be has anyone from OnlyFans reached out to you and let you know that you may be the biggest earner on the platform?
One thing I know is I did have the largest withdrawal ever, which was crazy.
Can you tell us what that amount that she took out of her account? Oh. Can you tell us what that was?
That was I don't want to feel like I'm flexing. This is flexing culture is
if
not
you
a
said
flex.
if you said us without us prompting you, it'd be a flex. Us asking you on a podcast because it's highly fascinating is not flexing.
Okay, well, it was 2 mil and 1 withdrawal.
That's good. That's good. Good for you. Really good for you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay, so some of the main points from that clip that you can take away is that Belle Delphine is considered to be one of the top earners on the platform. Currently, she charges subscribers $35 a month, so she is at the higher end of what people pay on the platform. Interestingly, she would not admit how many fans she had on her profile. However, she did say that she was making over $1 million a month, which is in line with other top accounts on the platform. So while she didn't disclose the number of followers she had, a simple exercise in mathematics would suggest that she has at least 28,579 subscribers, perhaps rounded up to 30,000 subscribers, given that OnlyFans would be earning a percentage of what she earns. Anyway, Belle Delphine also admitted that she was told by OnlyFans that she has had the single largest payout to date among all users, which was a whopping $2 million. You have to remember that the creators on this platform don't just get money from people subscribing, they also earn tips, much like your typical strip club, and have other side businesses associated with the platform. Belle's earnings shocked me as much as they did the host of the podcast, and I worry that when people put messages of making money like this into the public, it's going to influence more and more young people to consider going down that pathway to potential riches. The reality is a lot of people who have these accounts will not be earning enough to make a living, but are creating content which may in the future potentially cause them harm if it happens to get leaked out into the public forum. And this can have huge ramifications on prospective careers and their social life in the future. So if you haven't seen my initial video in which I aired my grievances about OnlyFans and the message it sends to young people, like I said earlier, I've linked it in the description below. But at the time I recorded that video, OnlyFans had claimed on their website to have paid out $250 million, $250 million. Unfortunately, that was the only analytic I made note of at the time. Fast forward to today, however, the site now claims to have paid out over $600 million and now has in excess of 35,000 content creators and has 25 million active subscribers. So you can see there is a trend of growth here. The monetary growth alone reflects a 240% increase in the space of 7 months. So if this was a publicly listed company, that actually reflects pretty good growth prospects. So it is clear that the platform is going through a very green phase at the moment and is going through some rapid growth. Moving on from the scale to which some people are making big money on the platform, this brings me to the problems I have with the interview conducted by Logan Paul. So for those who do not know who Logan Paul is, he's a huge internet personality. I don't really follow him too much, but I know he is a big deal, and when he releases a YouTube video, it is to an audience of presently 22.7 million subscribers. Like, that's almost the population of my native Australia. Anyway, I mean, the guy is about to step in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, so if you don't have a grasp of the scale for his influence, this event alone should give you a good indication. Much of his audience is allured by his lavish, rich lifestyle that he has created from becoming a famous internet personality, and would be seen as aspirational by many of his young subscribers. Anyway, by him having this discussion on his podcast platform, he has perhaps helped further the appeal of an OnlyFans account to young people as a pathway to easy internet riches. Not that I hold anything against Logan Paul. He is playing the role of a journalist and shedding light onto the topic as is his role, but much of the audience who watches his and listens to his podcast and social media are quite young, and they listen to what he says, so he is quite influential among his subscribers. I'm now going to show you a clip where he has a conversation that very much normalizes Belle Delphine's earnings from the platform as he goes from journalist to being a quasi-financial coach.
How much do you anticipate you'll be making after the release of this video over the next month or so?
Well, I don't know if I'm going to charge it yet. Like, the pay-per-view thing, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm still thinking about it. But I've seen...
What is it? Hold on. What is there to think about?
No.
Let me ask you, man. Do you have a blanket deal? Like, are you selling this? You should absolutely be doing a deal with OnlyFans or...
No. She wants all the money. No.
Or we have a site too, but... Nah, but... You could sell it for a flat fee, or what you're doing sounds like putting it behind a paywall. I'm just concerned for you regarding piracy.
So I know he is trying to make interesting content, but his normalizing of this career choice to a younger audience just doesn't sit well with me. Anyway, moving on, for one final point I would like to make, I'm going to add in a small extract of a clip from an earlier edition of Logan Paul's podcast, which perhaps was what prompted them to having Belle Delphine on as a guest. The main point I'm looking to show is that towards the end of the clip, there is perhaps a solution that is feasibly suggested in this video. Just as a warning though, some of the content they do discuss in this is a little graphic, but I think it's quite important for the context of the discussion we're trying to have here.
My only caveat with the OnlyFans thing is that it could definitely get dark like pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
Especially when you have like content crossover. Like that video you just showed me right before this podcast. Belle Delphine.
Let's talk about the Belle Delphine
So
thing.
What happened?
Wild stuff.
How is that allowed on YouTube?
I do not know. And Belle Delphine has been known to push the envelope on YouTube. She makes these very, very dark videos, sexually charged, but this one,
there's like suicide ideation in it. There's a lot of
the actual acting. I mean, she's got a shotgun in her mouth. She's cutting her face with a razor blade.
It's dark.
Sucking on dildos. Like, on YouTube.
It's a gun dildo.
A gun dildo on YouTube. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, didn't they take down Steve Will Do It's video last week because he had a beer in his hand? Like, I don't understand I do not understand what the f is going on here.
That's why I'm confused too. Like, bro, we swear in the first 30 seconds of a video, demonetized. This is and again, not to take away from what she's doing. I just like, I don't know where the line is drawn from like what is acceptable on YouTube and what isn't. I'm positive the video's not monetized.
No,
I'm positive it's age gated. It still has 2 million views with a tag at the end to OnlyFans. Like this girl is probably cleaning up.
She's
Belle Delphine's
definitely
probably slaying right now.
Definitely 0.1%. My assumption would be that Belle Delphine probably is making $150,000 to $200,000 a week on OnlyFans right now.
More
would be
more,
you think more than
yeah,
that?
absolutely.
That's
$500,000 to $1 million per month. That video,
per month.
I'm looking at the video on your computer.
Yeah.
Called "Eat My Ass." It's on her channel.
That's the one
11 million views. It's called. The title of the video is called "Eat My Ass."
I mean, how could you not click on it though, right?
I clicked on it. I clicked on it.
Just now for the first time.
For research purposes. No, actually, I didn't. You could see.
I was about to say you didn't.
But I did watch Plushy Gun, and that's the one that we're talking about. And she does have a visual CTA at the end of the video to OnlyFans, and it's like I didn't even know you could do that.
Can't you get banned from Instagram?
So Instagram, if you do swipe ups to OnlyFans, you are putting your account at risk.
That's wild.
Amara is not able to promote her OnlyFans because of
what is
Instagram's
What
rules.
does that require? Like, you can do a swipe up if there's no nudity, or you can't, because there's people with OnlyFans that aren't posting nudes, right?
So they're doing yes.
Who's checking that? Is someone at Instagram like, well, got to do my research today? No. I
think that compliance officer. That's your job.
It's just the nature of the platform.
Okay.
So the solution that is presented is perhaps for platforms like YouTube to take a stance on users promoting OnlyFans accounts just like Instagram did. If mainstream social media sources can be closed as a gateway to OnlyFans, that would contribute to solving the problem of exposing young social media users to the gateway marketing of the world of OnlyFans, but still also allow contributors on OnlyFans to continue with their accounts, therefore satisfying both parties, I suppose. Anyway, I think OnlyFans is kind of here to stay for the foreseeable future. However, I think it would be good to see other social media platforms that are used by younger teenage audiences to take a stance towards people who are using their social media platforms as a gateway to OnlyFans. Also, it would be good to see the platform itself do a little bit of self-policing and perhaps embed a message of not putting promotional material onto platforms that can easily be viewed by pre-adult audiences. That's something that OnlyFans could potentially do if they do not already. Anyway, thanks for sticking around and watching. If you have found this video informative and interesting, please don't forget to tap the like button and feel free to subscribe. It's been almost a year since I started putting out videos, and I'm fairly humbled that almost 50 people have thought that they like hearing what I have to say or seeing the travel adventures that I go on and all this silly stuff I post as well. So thanks for sticking around despite all my varying content. It's just, it's all a bit of fun. As a little experiment, if you leave a comment about something that you would like to see perhaps in a future video, I will try and pick one which is, sensible but like still interesting to do in the near future, and I'll post a comment if I find one among the comments that I think is quite good, and I'll do it. You got to keep your audience happy. So anyway, thanks again for watching. If I don't post again by the end of the year, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all a happy new year and best wishes to you and all of your loved ones in 2021. Cheers. See you guys.